Good afternoon or good morning, everybody, depending on where you are. This is the Roaming Prepper channel, and today we're going to have a little bit of fun with MREs, Meals Ready to Eat. Everyone's heard about them in our community. They're different types, and I just am experimenting with one, and by the time you guys see this video, I will have released a short video on this, but I wanted to at least give you a run through. So the MRE, Meal Ready to Eat, replaced the C rations back in the 80s and 90s. The C rations were the little canned foods. Then the can was split in the middle, and you had like bread on one side and like spaghetti and meatballs on the other. It was basically like Chef Boyardee from hell. Ironically, I think Chef Boyardee and Spam were actually products that derived from the old World War II foods for the military. But in any case, this is an MRE, and this one's actually from this is from 2019, and this one 2018, 2019. This is one of the ones they gave us when we were rolled out for traffic control because we couldn't get to lunch, and one of the NCOs brought us a bunch of these. So anyway, this is more like the old military style. It has the little Department of Defense, and it's the Warnick Company here. So this one's older. I know this one's older, so I probably need to use it or open it up and, how shall we say, scavenge it. There's stuff I can use that I know will last a really long time. Some of the food I may have to junk. Now, this is made by Meal Kit Supply, and this is the small meal. Now, if you go to their website right now, they actually have much larger meals, but they cost a lot more. They're about this size, actually. This is like a cut-down hiker's version, and it has less stuff in it. So it has the ravioli, chocolate chip, the electrolyte, and a heater and a spoon, and I think there's a candy in there, and that's it. Whereas this one has a bunch of other stuff. It has peanut butter and jellies and all sorts of stuff. But for hiking, look how thin this is, right, compared to this one. The sad thing is, I think they stopped making these, which is terrible. However, I was looking around the internet, and I found this one. It said, I'm going to turn the camera sideways, Humanitarian Daily Rations, number of meals, blah, 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 from the Warnick Company. As you know, this is from the Warnick Company. This is one of the more reputable companies. However, this one's from 2021, and what they've done, they do an inspection. God, I can't talk today. And they verify, or they validate based on an FDA checklist, that these should last until October of 2026. It's December of 24 now, so that gives me like a year and a half, maybe 18 months to 20 months of use. But if I'm using them for hiking trips and whatnot, I'll probably use them way before then. Now, a few things to point out aside from the inspection date, and this one has a normal date, the test date and the inspection date, and then they extended it. So the military will retire these, and the government will retire these after 3 to 4 years. In most cases, their actual shelf life is 7 to 9. So again, you got to test it and be careful. Sometimes I've bought cases of MREs on the net, and they showed up and you could smell the rot from the box. This isn't the case here, but I'm going to go open one and inspect it. Now, another thing to point out, you have this TTI, time temperature indicator, and it should look like a little bullseye like that, or completely orange, depending on the type. If the middle turns dark like the outside, which is the reference, that tells you that it was not stored correctly, and that the product may be compromised. So if I read my chart correctly, this should be fine. And what we're going to do, we're going to open one of these up. So I'm going to, let me see if I can do this without injuring myself. So, I should have brought scissors closer. And again, these are humanitarian meals. So this is technically the type of meal they would send to hurricanes, like North Carolina kind of stuff. It could also wind up going to Gaza, South America, wherever. So ploop, we're going to open one. Ploop. Now, I will tell you, the folks I bought this from were on Amazon, called We Buy Direct. And I told him, I was like, look, I was expecting something a little bit newer. I know it was old, but not that old. And so they cut me a little discount, which is fine. I just wanted to address it. So, oh, this is not going to open easily. So I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to open the box, and then we'll look in. Okay, so this was legitimately like super sealed, which I guess is a good sign. And pull one out. And this is what it looks like. So this is neat. All right, hold on. I'm gonna hold it for the camera so y'all can see. Humanitarian daily ration. Food gift from the people of the United States of America. This bag contains one complete food requirement for one person. Spanish, French, and guess what? It is the Warner Company. So I know it's at least a legit manufacturer. Wow, this is way bigger than the ones they gave us during Harvey, which is with that last hurricane. But it may just be it was stuffed together, but look at that. So we give better humanitarian rations to other countries than our own troops. How retarded is that? Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to open one of these, and I have no idea what's in it. Unfortunately, it's not marked, so you guys get to open one with me, just so we can see what's in it. Now, there's another reason I'm doing this. It's because in the event they're actually spoiled on the inside, I want to be able to document it if there is a problem. So let's see. I'm trying to do this and not knock my camera down. Unfortunately, Sassy stole my video cam cover. What is this? So this has lentil stew. That sounds kind of horrible. Okay, lentil stew. It has strawberry toaster pastries. This has a peanut butter wedgie. It has lentil stew, information. And I guess you think about it, you never know if you're going to send this to a kosher nation, a Muslim nation, Christian nation. You don't know. So, and also for storage purposes, I guess the lentils are easy to make. They're relatively cheap. And they fit the bill for humanitarian food. You know what I mean? Like you could put it a lot of places. Fig bar. That doesn't sound terrible at all. Tomato and rice with bean and rice with tomato sauce. And, well, that's useless. You're gonna, you put the instructions to eat the cracker inside the bag. That's, well, okay. And here's your symbolic cracker. How would people not know to put, I guess if you're from another country, they don't eat peanut butter? I don't get it. Salt. They make this little dude look so happy. Man, if you're getting these airdropped to you, you're not going to be smiling about the peanut butter. Here's your symbolic spoon. Yep, that's the old MRE spoon. Comes with matches. That's cool. And a napkin. Okay, what else? And this is, oh, this is the rice and beans. And then inside, some more stuff is, I don't even know what the fuck this is. Strawberry jam. Another cracker. And a shortbread cookie. That's pretty legit. So what I'm going to do, just for giggles, I'm going to open one of these damn things. Hang on just a second. Let's open the lentil soup. I'm going to get a regular spoon. Hang on just a second. Okay, gang. Now, just as an FYI, I know the vertical video makes a lot of you crazy, but it's just the way I'm holding everything and the way I have stuff laid out in my office. It's the only way I can do it. I will add that on the box on the outside, and I didn't show it earlier, it actually has a letter saying, you know, our humanitarian meals contain 10 packages. An MRE case may contain 12 to 16. So they kind of explain the differences. They also explain the manufacture date, the new inspection date, the time temperature indicator, the orange sticker on the outside of each full case. If the TTI sticker is bright orange in the middle, it means the product was stored correctly. And if it's dark gray or black in the middle, then it may need to be returned. Best practices for storage. And so they do a pretty good job. And the guys call Guy Woodruff at Countrywide Sports. He does a pretty decent job explaining the product, which I thought was cool. So I've opened the box. It took 2 hands. This box was legitimately sealed. And oh, you're kidding me. Okay, now it has more stuff. I'm going to have to put the phone down again. Hold on. All right, so I found my stand finally. Okay, so we're gonna try a couple of the components. So we're gonna fig bar. Let's open fig bar. Oh, it's like a fig newt. It's a janky ass fig newt. Looks flat. That's actually not bad. Okay, fig bar is approved. One piece of fig bar. Girl, you didn't even catch the fig bar. Here, you catch a fig bar. Good catch, Bentley. Luna. Stormy over there. Okay, now the dogs, watch, we all get poisoned. That'd be terrible. Anyway, fig bar is good. Okay, so approved. Going to the next one. Oh. Fig bar. Okay, sassy fig bar. It's not terrible. I mean, it's not.
No, it's not terrible. I'm really picky though.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, it's a little more grainy texture.
Yeah, I agree. It's grainier than like your normal, Fig Newton.
Right, than the normal Fig Newton cookies. But it's actually really good. And that's from somebody who's really picky and won't eat anything.
Yeah, I know. Strawberry toaster pastries. It's actually a Pop-Tart.
Wait, what?
This says strawberry toaster pastry, and I pull it out, and it was a Pop-Tart in the bag.
Did you tear the corner?
No, I didn't. It was already broken. It was sealed in here. So, it's just, oh, these are sad looking little, look at that. How skinny. That's actually two stuck together.
Pop-Tarts look completely different now than they did before.
Yeah, it tastes like a Pop-Tarty.
I'll just take a little piece.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, this wasn't. Nope, that's disapproved, by the way. Yep.
No, it tastes,
It does taste cardboardy, doesn't it?
yeah, it doesn't taste like Pop-Tart.
No, it's like janky Pop-Tart.
That's a no.
For Pop-Tarts, not approved. Although if you are hungry, it's edible. Let's put it like that. But
I think Pop-Tarts taste different than that.
yeah, these are like army tarts or something. Okay, and this is lentil stew. I don't think either of us is gonna like that. Yeah, you don't have to try this. I'll try this by myself. And oh wow, that looks terrible. Look at this. It looks like cat food with beans. Okay, we're gonna try cat food with beans. Let's see. No. It tastes like canned chili. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, that's not awesome, but definitely edible. So, at least my sample MRE from the very well-sealed box, the food was not spoiled. The taste is what you'd expect from an MRE. You want a little try? Let's see. It tastes like when you eat beans out of a can.
It actually tastes better than the Pop-Tart did. And I love sweet.
Yeah, no.
That actually tastes good.
Yeah, this is not bad.
It tastes like a slow-cooked chili that was kind of left cold, is all it does.
Yeah.
But if you heat it up, I'm sure it'd be really good.
Put some, like, spices in it, like if you had a pot.
I would eat it just like that.
Just like that? Okay. So anyway, folks, so yeah, this is so the Pop-Tarts failed, but the other stuff we've tried so far. So it's important if you do order MREs online. Remember, I've gotten a box that smelled like cat food when we got it. Like it was so rotten, it was coming out of the packaging. And I returned that, needless to say. These guys, this is actually a pretty decent product. Now I got some on my shirt. And I dropped some stuff, and the dogs are now patrolling under my feet. So, this one was on Amazon. I'll put a link to it if you want to check them out. Now remember, what they do an FDA inspection of the product, make sure it doesn't smell, it's not bloated, you know, like the normal stuff we would do for canned food to make sure it's not spoiled or bad in some way, shape, or form. And then they follow this checklist for food freshness and say, okay, we can extend this product to this point in time. So you're not getting brand new MREs, but for $40, I got 10 packages. I can use them for road trips. I'm on the road all the time. I could throw one in my luggage if I want to have like an emergency food in there in my suitcase. I could probably throw one in my carry-on, but they may make me open it. But in any case, this is not a bad product. I'll put a link. Like I said, I found this one on Amazon, so I'll put a link in the description. This one's work. This one's not terrible. So there you go. That's your product review. And the dogs are still sniffing for that Pop-Tart. In any case, yeah, a little bit of Tabasco here would be great. Anyway, folks, be good, be safe. And again, the worst case scenario, if it was really awful, I'm out $40. It's not going to break the bank. It's better than spending $200 on MREs that aren't warranted and you have no idea what you're going to get. So it looks like these folks try to actually make a decent effort to send fresh product. Their product was rated 4 stars out of 5. So there were some folks had issues, but everyone who reported an issue also reported that they were able to get a refund or a discount for the most part. So I thought that was pretty decent. That's it, folks. So like I said, I'll put the link in the description. And, you know, if you guys need some low-cost MREs that'll only give you maybe another 1.5 years, 2 years of life, and they probably would last longer if you store them right. So, and remember, store them cool, dry, in a dark room preferably. I don't know if the packaging makes a difference on that last comment, but cool and dry. If they're in humidity, they get exposed to a lot of heat, they're gonna get bad. You guys be good, be safe, God bless. I will see you on the next video. All right, folks, so if you watched my video on the Humanitarian daily rations that I purchased on Amazon, I kind of did a review. It was from a company called We Buy Surplus Direct, and I'll put a link in the various videos once I've got everything up there. But among the packaged items, you know, it came with quite a few things, including the lentils and some other goodies like the fig bars. And most of it was still good. Now, keep in mind, this has a low price point because they're a few years old and they certify them to still be good so many more years. But we opened the Pop-Tarts and this was what it looked like. And it actually came in this main foil that says strawberry toaster pastry, but inside was a compromised bag of basically Pop-Tarts. So just to compare, Sassy went over to the store and bought a 12-pack of Pop-Tarts, like just off the shelf. And so, as you can see from the bag, it's pretty much a commercial Pop-Tart, or was once upon a time. But this is obviously fresh, so I'm going to open the fresh one. Let me try to open a fresh one. I've now attracted every dog in the house as they come to see. Good Lord, how do you open these things? There we go. So this is what an off-the-shelf Pop-Tart looks like. And this, so there's front, side, and the back. This is what came out of the MRE. We didn't take a bite. We actually broke a piece off and we were tasting little bits and we're like, ugh. So when we opened the big foil package, this package had split open. What may have happened is in the process of putting this bag in the outer bag, they compromised both of them. And so we really think these Pop-Tarts that came out of the MRE or the HDR were actually rancid. They're not fungusy or anything. They're just nasty tasting. You can tell they're not good. And this is what an actual Pop-Tart tastes like. So, in any case, folks, that's a follow-up to the original video. And go check out the main one whenever you get a chance. And it wasn't a bad value for 40 bucks to get a handful of rations that should be good for at least 2 years. But always inspect the packages when you get them, just to make sure you didn't get something bad. You guys be good, be safe out there, and we'll see you on the next video.